talk about Troy Melton starting versus relieving, Dan. He just looks like a more confident pitcher. The moment never looks too big for him. But as AJ was talking about in the pregame, having more of a routine as a starter seems to serve him very well.
There's no doubt about it. When you know that you've got that 5 days in between, which it hasn't quite been for him, but you've got more of that routine. You can go and throw your bullpen out there. The other thing is that you're going to be able to go into the game with having all of your pitches and ready for you, as opposed to just going in and coming out firing right from the chute when you're doing it in relief.
Tigers take 2 out of 3 from Cleveland to advance to the division series. Mariners have been, sitting around all week. Sometimes that hurts a team. We noticed that all the teams that were sitting around all week, Toronto, Philadelphia, and the Cubs got beat up today as well by Milwaukee. Nobody seems to have been hurt by the layoff. We've certainly seen it affect the Tigers in the past, but Seattle has been sitting around for the last 5 days. A.J. Hinch even talked about on the pregame, maybe you can, as they come out with this huge rush of adrenaline, take advantage of that. It is an offense. They can bomb the ball, as we know, but also a lot of swing and miss. It'll be fascinating to see the early innings of this game with the Mariners hitters. First pitch brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Tigers and Mariners, game 1 of a best-of-5 series in Seattle. The Tigers now get ready to face the 27-year-old from Rye, New York, George Kirby.
George Kirby finished the season strong. Over his last 3 starts, Kirby threw 17 in the 3rd innings, allowing just 11 hits, walking 1 and striking out a whopping 31. Kirby throws a 4-seam fastball, averages right around 96 miles an hour. Sinker, the same thing, slider, knuckle curve with an occasional split finger and changeup.
He had a really rough stretch right before those 3 games you mentioned, and the big difference from a year ago, ERA 3.50 last year, jumped to 4.20 this year. He's still the same guy, meaning a very good pitcher. Walks jumped a little bit. It was just a more uneven season, Dan. You just noticed a few more hits fell in, but he had more games where he got beat up, including 2 against the Tigers, and that's what I'm looking at today. A Tigers offense that has had a lot of success against this guy over the last 5 games. Keys for them to continue that success.
I think it's all about being on time with that fastball. I mean, they're going to see a lot of it. Yes, they're going to see a lot of it. And like you said, he likes to fill up that strike zone, walks her up a little bit, but be on time for that fastball and adjust all those other pitches.
Likes to use both of them, both the 4- and 2-seam fastball. The sinker up, rarely goes down with either pitch. Sinker has been the more hittable of the 2. Gleyber Torres digs in. Kirby getting ready to deliver pitch number 1. First pitch of the game. Fastball just off the plate away. I was going to say strike 1 because it sure looked like strike 1 at 98. Little swing back fastball. And home plate umpire Alex Tosi would not comply and make everybody happy by calling strike 1. The strike 1 pitch up and away, just misses away. 298-mile-an-hour fastballs. The 2-0. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. It's 97, 98 right out of the game. It is a big power arm, and that's why he likes to pitch off the fastball. His average fastball is 96 miles an hour. Best pitches are his 4-seam fastball and slider. Sinker was a big weapon last year. It was not as good a pitch for him this year. 2-1, swing and a miss. Fastball, fastball, fastball.
Yeah, he likes to, with 2 strikes, throw that sinker on the outside part of the plate, that swing back, just to see if he can catch that outside part of the plate.
6-4 righty into his motion, 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him 99 away. Pretty fired up, George Kirby, letting it fly the first 5 pitches, and strikes out Gleyber Torres. Just power from the big righty. Well, there are some hitters in this lineup because the Tigers have had so much success, who have some success against this righty. None more so than Kerry Carpenter steps to the plate. He's 4 for 8 in his career against George Kirby with 4 home runs. I'm not sure I've ever seen a little line like that for one hitter against a pitcher.
And that's Carey always says. He's the guy that says, I got to be on time for that fastball, and he has been.
1-0, swing and a miss. So it's always fascinating. He's hit a splitter out. That's a pitch that Kirby barely throws anymore. The other 3 off fastballs. Be interesting to see what adjustment does Kirby make, knowing he knows what the history is.
And he likes to throw that high fastball, and Carey can get up there and get it.
Tight slider, got the swing and miss. The 1-1 swing and a pop-up, fouled and out of play. Well down the line. The numbers for Kirby: ERA at 7.50 in his career. 6 starts against the Tigers, highest against any American League team. In the last 5 games against the Tigers, he's given up 28 runs on 38 hits in 23 innings. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Whoa, he's fired up. 99 dispatches Kerry Carpenter. And that's a pitch, Dan, it feels like very much the Tigers have to be able to lay off the high fastball.
And that's, again, what he's likened to do to both sides of the plate, is using that sinker more with 2 strikes. Outside to the left, to the right-handers, and then in that right hip to the left-handers where he catches that inside corner.
Swing and a miss. Slider under the bat of Riley Green. Tigers scored more than 5 runs in a game when they scored 6 against Cleveland a couple of days ago. First time that had happened since September 10th in New York. Swinging a line drive right center field. That will drop in, softly hit line drive, but it was a line drive. One of the things you do notice about George Kirby, he's given up a lot more line drives this year. That's never a good thing. You do notice that the hard hit rate against him jumped pretty significantly. So again, there's a big power arm, obviously still a very talented pitcher, just a little more of an erratic season, very streaky season for him. But you can't ignore those numbers that Dan read. 31 strikeouts, 1 walk his last 17 innings. Torkelson at the plate, first pitch. Fastball up and away. 98, 99 with every fastball.
Boy, but Riley Green gets that base hit, and all of a sudden the crowd kind of calms down a little bit, and it's like, oh, he is human. He doesn't strike everybody out.
The 1-0 to Torkelson, up and in. Called strike at the belt. There is tremendous movement. Arm side run on that sinker. 17 inches is his average amount of arm side run, so that starts in the left-handed batter's box if he throws it away and snaps back onto the plate. That's a lot of movement. Fastball up and in. So, Dan, if he throws both the sinker and fastball up, you've just got to be telling yourself, what, make him get the ball down. But it's not that easy.
It's not, because it's right in front of you, right up by your eyes. And then it's so hard to barrel up because you think you're on it, and that fastball, four-seamer, jumps, and then all that movement you talked about is on the sinker.
2-1, swing and a miss. Tight, hard slider at 89. This crowd into it, on their feet. Tork asks and gets time. Green at first, 2 outs were scoreless in the first inning. Naylor, Tigers' old nemesis from Cleveland, now with Seattle holding with him. Tork waiting on a 2-2. Kirby sets, holds it an extra beat. The 2-2 pitch. Got him. Tork thought it was high and outside. He had a beef. 99 gets him for a called third. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. We're scoreless.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game. That's
Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Tigers get a single and no more, and now the Mariners get ready to face a 24-year-old from Newport Beach, California, making just his 5th Major League start, Troy Melton.
Troy last started back on September 25th against Cleveland, thrown a solid 3 2/3 innings, and he threw 49 pitches. Appeared in relief on Wednesday in that wild card series, and he was extremely fired up, reaching 100 miles an hour on that four-seam fastball. So you can imagine he's going to be pretty fired up in this one.
Rosarena, Raleigh, Rodriguez. Mariners offense that hit 238 home runs. Second most ever since they moved outdoors in '99. Swing and a foul straight back. Rosarena takes a rip at a 97-mile-an-hour Troy Melton fastball. Lineup they can bomb the ball. Very streaky offense. It led to kind of a streaky season for the Mariners. The strike one. Just missed a little bit low. Alex Tosi is our home plate umpire. Jeremy Rehawk at first. John Tumpane at second. Chris Guccione is today's third base umpire. The crew chief is Alan Porter. He's down the left field line. Nate Tomlinson down the right field line. Swinging the line drive to left field. Riley Green a few steps toward the line. Makes the catch. Rosarena's sharp line drive. And it's the first out here in the first inning. Numbers for Troy Melton as we hear the huge ovation for Cal Raleigh. Most rising to their feet. Raleigh hitting .247, hit .247 in the regular season. Just the 10th player ever to hit 60 home runs. It's one of the great seasons you will ever see. Line drive down the right field line in the corner. Hooking. Foul ball. Man, he jumped on the first pitch, and when Cal Raleigh puts that first pitch in play, he is dangerous with a capital D. Cal Raleigh put the first pitch in play 82 times this year. He hit 17 home runs. That's a home run not even every 5 at-bats, Dan.
And he was right on a first pitch slider. You know, it's not like Troy Melton says, okay, I'm going to fire a fastball right by you. Threw a little bit off, and Cal Raleigh was just a little bit out in front.
MVP chance. The strike one. Swing and a miss. That's a really good splitter. And this is why, I don't know, I think this is why Troy Melton likes being a starter versus reliever. He'll do whatever you want him to do. But Dan, he's got 6 legitimate pitches, and he can throw them all when he's a starter.
And that's exactly it right there. Do you think he would come out in the second hitter he faced and throw a split finger?
Nope.
No, but he's ready to because he's starting.
The 0-2 away. Splitter misses to Cal Raleigh. Sensational season in so many ways. Not just the 60 home runs, but how he did it. Great consistency. Switch hitter. The 1-2. Swing and a soft little tap foul. He pitches four-seam fastball and slider are really his 2 best pitches. Cutter got hit out several times for home runs, but that was mostly as a reliever. when it wasn't necessarily sharp, but that's a big pitch for him. The 1-2 is swinging a ground ball and a base hit into center field. Cal Raleigh can hit a fastball. Woo. 98, turned it around pretty easily.
Yeah, I still think, you know, that's that base hit. You're saying, all right, kept him in the ballpark, but just, it's 2 batters in, but you can just tell that Troy Melton is pitching out there. You know, it's just not like he came in relief against the Guardians, where he was just like, how fast can I throw? How fast can I throw this slider? How hard can I throw everything? He's out there and he's pitching because he can use all of his pitches.
Works middle of the rubber, place that left foot in front of the right when he sets. Ground ball to third base, scooped up by McKinstry. Should be 2, down to second, 1 Torres to first, and got him. Oh, man, I thought first base umpire Jeremy Rehak was going to go up with the right hand. He indicated safe. It was just a little bit of a low throw to Torres at second from McKinstry. Otherwise, I think they would have turned 2.
Yeah, Dan, I thought I saw the same thing from Jeremy Rehak. It looked like he came up. He came up with that right hand, and then just at the last split second, called him safe.
Julio Rodriguez grounds into the simple force, 5-4. You've got to watch just about every one of these base runners at first. Josh Naylor, remember, traded away from Cleveland. We were kind of stunned when we saw that in the offseason. Slider on the back door misses away, and then traded at the trade deadline from Arizona to Seattle. This guy is a pain.
Yes.
One 1-0 pitch, and splitter misses low and away.
And you think how much conversation he had with his brother Bo, just facing him with the Guardians, and kind of not only about what the pitchers are going to throw, but just in general of what the Tigers.
Toss over to first to drive Rodriguez back. Home crowd never likes it when the pitcher on the other side pays attention to their runners at first base. Melton does a pretty good job. 4 steals, 4 caught stealing in his 46 innings of work. But this team likes to run. 2-0, up and away. Slider missed badly. That's a pitch that he really needs, and he's missed badly. Coupled to Josh Naylor. Hit 290 with solid power numbers with Arizona. 299 with even better power numbers after the trade. 3-0 away. 98-mile-an-hour fastball missed. Numbers for Troy Melton in 46 innings of work. Opponents hit just 191 against him. 7 home runs, 5 of those were in relief. His ERA was lower as a relief pitcher, but Dan, he was a better pitcher as a starter.
Yeah, I just think back to, you know, that White Sox outing, you know, the one, this second start at Comerica Park. Those are the ones that I really remember. It's just that the idea was just he was so valuable coming out of the pen because you could use him more often.
Jorge Polanco takes fastball 97 middle. Jorge Polanco was kind of a surprise re-signing in the offseason after a terrible first year with the Mariners last year. Well, he rewarded the Mariners and their faith in him with an excellent season. Switch hitter batting lefty, high fly ball center field. This one's deep. Carpenter on the run. He's tracking it. He'll make the catch onto the track in deepest right center. Good job taking charge, calling off Meadows. He had it all the way. Some hard contact.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I mean, and he was starting to swing the bat really well before he got hurt, or not starting to. He was swinging the bat really well, and it's just nice to have his bat back in this lineup, especially against Mariners who have so many right-handed pitchers.
Suarez at third base. Even with the base and well off the line, shortstop Crawford up the middle. First pitch to Colt Key. Fastball misses. No, grabs the inside corner. That'll swing back fastball for a called strike one. And it's noticeable that he is throwing it down in the strike zone. If you look at his heat maps where he throws it, it's generally up, 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 even with the sinker. Line drive, base hit. Right center for Colt Keith. Welcome back. Curveball up, sharp line drive single.
He just picked up right where he left off. Just missed a couple of weeks and just get up there like, hey, this is no big deal.
No big
It's
deal
easy
at all.
Yeah. Easy as this, just taking batting practice.
Time for dollars on deck. If Dylan Dingler is striding to the plate right now, gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. First pitch, Dylan Dingler up and in. So many big moments in the game three, the elimination game in Cleveland. None bigger than Dylan Dingler breaking a 1-1 tie with a home run. The only home run hit in the series in the sixth inning. The 1-0. Fastball up and in. While Kirby has been a little more hittable this year, he really does not give up many home runs. Started the year on the IL with shoulder inflammation. Didn't pitch until May, which is 15 home runs, 126 innings of work. The 2-0, high and tight. Dingler was 1 for 10 in the Cleveland series. That one hit the home run with 3 walks. Kirby's walk rate at 2, strikeout rate at 10 per 9. Opponents at 250, little power. Well, this ballpark's quiet. The 3-0, high and tight. Wow, Dan, he missed arm side up and in again and again and again. First 2 are on here in the second inning.
Yeah, just didn't make that adjustment. After you miss once, you say, oh, I know what I did on that one, and then you throw it right there again. You say, well, gosh, I didn't correct it. And you got to be able to self-correct that, and he didn't. He threw 3 consecutive balls right up there that were just non-competitive.
Lefties, righties, when he's right, George Kirby pretty tough on both sides. Lefties do have a bit of an edge. It's just a few more hits fall in, and he walks lefties at a higher rate. McKinstry at the plate. Naylor's coming way in at first, expecting a bunt. I'm not quite sure why he would be expecting a bunt here. McKinstry takes a pitch up and away. A little murmur goes through the crowd. And Kirby says, I don't like that ball. Tosses the baseball out, gets a new one.
But for
Naylor
some
was at
teams,
30 feet.
Yeah, for some teams maybe, but not the Tigers and not Zach McKinstry. Late in a game he will, where he laid down that game-winning bunt. Sure, I mean, you'll do something like that. But in this situation, I don't know.
And isn't that the beauty of the fact that the Tigers laid down 2 successful bunts? Actually 3 when you add in Parker Meadows in the last 2 games in Cleveland, and get it on the scouting report. But there's not a chance in the world that bunt is going to come in the 2nd inning. You want to get traffic on the base paths with Kirby on the mound. The numbers jump. Batting average goes up. Power numbers go up a little bit. But he is just more hittable pitching out of the stretch. And he knows he's up there on the mound. He knows he hasn't had a good start against the Tigers since the very first one several years ago. Last 5 have been rough. McKinstry has the 2-0, the 1-0 count. Visit to the mound for Raleigh, the 1-0. Fastball. Gets the called strike in. Alex Tosi, the home plate umpire, considered it for a moment, made the call. Again, working that sinker in to a lefty. McKinstry waiting the 1-1, swinging a foul for a big crowd that has been raucous most of the day. It is really eerily quiet as Kirby's delivering these pitches.
Well, Naylor is still just now, he's going to start backing up. I with 2 strikes, but I was thinking, man, if he can somehow just pull that ball, he could zip it right by Naylor at first base.
Keith at second, Dingler at first, the 1-2, swing and a foul. Still 1-2, 0 for 8 for Zach in Cleveland with 3 walks. Pretty solid defensive team. J.P. Crawford didn't grade out as well at shortstop this year as he did last year, but every time we see him, he makes plays. He's good. Suarez fine at third base. The 1-2 again, up and in. Some good at bats. Dingler took 4 pitches, drew a walk. McKinstry now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rosarena is in left field. Doesn't have a big arm, but he gets to the ball quickly, gets it in the air, and so runners generally don't run on him. 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the slider away.
Yeah, I was a little, it was kind of late on the fastballs and looking for a slider like that, maybe to speed up Zach McKinstry's bat a little bit, but it started out off the plate, just caught that outside edge. Zach a little bit indecisive and just couldn't make contact, but he was late on those fastballs, and I thought maybe that would do him a favor by speeding up his bat a little bit, but not the case.
That brings up the Tigers' best player right now. Javi Baez is playing like the guy that Tigers thought they signed several years ago. It's obviously been a Tigers career full of struggles, swinging a foul. He has righted himself after obviously the all-star start to the season. Really a tough couple of months, especially at the plate. The defense has never wavered. But this guy was the MVP of that wild card series, making play after play after play defensively, and he continues to hit. 5 for 11 in that series. The strike 1, swinging a soft ground ball left side. Suarez will charge, field the waist high bounce, throw on the run over to Naylor at first. Soft ground ball advances the base runners. Keith at third, Dingler at second. Single could make this a 2-0 game. That'll leave it up to Parker Meadows.
Yeah, you talk about Javi, and I just always remember the names of, or when A.J. Hinch would talk about when he moved to center field, and he talked about just, hey, the guy just wants to win. And you could just sense it that now, not that he didn't try to win during the regular season, but man, he's put it in a different gear. And now you see exactly what A.J. was talking about when he said, this guy just wants to win.
Suarez in tight at third, rest of the infield back. Meadows at the plate. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball high and tight. Whitey is clearly very comfortable pounding lefties in with that swing back fastball. That one was up. He's been throwing several down. But generally he's going to throw that up to lefties. Working over on the first base side of the rubber. This is incredibly quiet here in Seattle. The 1-0. Swing back fastball gets a called strike. That's a 50-50 ball, and he's actually calling the high strike, and Kirby needs that.
You keep throwing it up there, and they're almost in the identical spot, but eventually you're going to get 1 or 2 called.
The 1-1, down and in. Breaking ball at the back foot, 89-mile-an-hour slider. Good hitters count for Parker Meadows. Had good swings in Boston. A couple good swings. Big bunt single in Cleveland. Windmills the batter on once, twice, 3 times. Spreads out, knees flexed, upper body upright. Extends the hands away from the left shoulders. He cocks the bat over it. 2-1, swing and a foul. Slider down, took a rip, 2-2.
Boy, he's right on that, Dan. That's that one that I just love to see him catch up to one of these fastballs. And again, same as Zach McKinstry, I thought that nice 88-mile-an-hour slider would be the pitch, and he had a real good swing on it. See if Kirby goes back to that elevated fastball.
Likes to throw the curveball to lefties, but he hasn't broken it out yet. Meadows waiting on a 2-2. Runners at second and third. 2 out, scoreless in the second. The pitch. Got him. It's pretty big strike zone early for Alex Tosi. Called third strike. Tigers threaten, do not score. We head to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless in Seattle. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
It starts at sunrise.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
McLaren Healthy Official Healthcare System of the Detroit Tigers coming off the injured list. Colt Keith back in the lineup today, already a sharp line drive single. 6-7-8 hitters Suarez, Canzone, Robles. First pitch fastball called strike one. Crowd groans. It's a generous strike zone right now. Good to see for both sides. That was a little bit low and away. The strike one. 96 sinks below the knees. Suarez traded back to Seattle from Arizona at the trade deadline. He was Seattle for a couple of years. Had his second 49 homer season this year. Splitter misses down. The good hitters count for Suarez when he's right, when he's kind of got everything working. Troy Melton is a premium strike thrower. 2-1, swinging a soft little tapper back to the mound. Melton will field, run toward first. It has been quite the journey for Troy Melton. a backup catcher on his high school team going into his senior year. And his head coach says, hey, would you consider pitching? He'd thrown a couple of innings. Like, sure, I want to play more. I'm a backup catcher. So he did, and he logged about 60 innings that year. But he wasn't really on anybody's radar. Swing and a miss, his Southern California kid. Said, I'm kind of a typical Southern California kid, you know, laid back. But he is an ultra competitor. And so he really wanted to play Division I baseball. Canzone swings, fouls it out of play, a little half cut, quickly falls behind 0-2. The only offer after they saw Troy Melton throw a bullpen at Long Beach State came from San Diego State. And the best they could do was say, we'll make you a preferred walk-on. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. He can get swing and miss with that fastball, Dan, when he elevates.
That's a good sequence right there. Started him with a couple of split fingers that got some really uncomfortable swings from Canzone, and then finally said, you know what, I'm going to blow this fastball right by you because you're getting in that protection mode, and he just could not catch up to it.
So he becomes a preferred walk-on, which means there's no guarantees, basically. Swing and a miss. Robles can't find the fastball. First year, he has a lat injury, pitches 2 innings. Next year, it's COVID. So he's pitched 22 innings by the time he's a junior. The strike one. Takes a pitch a little bit low. Has a great last season. Remember, got the eligibility, extra year of eligibility, and got on everybody's radar with a terrific third season at San Diego State, and the Tigers took him in the 4th round in 2022. Fastball perfect on the outside edge, 98. Boy, ball's coming out hot for Troy Melton. His average fastball, heck, is 97-1. The 1-2 in the dirt, down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this year, started the year after putting up a 5 ERA last year at Double-A Erie, back at Erie. And here he is making a Division Series Game 1 start. The 2-2, a little bit low, 3-2 on Victor Robles.
Yeah, what a journey it's been for him, and he hasn't changed one bit, as you said. Just so calm all the time, and it doesn't matter what role he's put into.
3-2, half-cut foul to the screen. Boy, we are seeing some funky swings. Canzone, as you mentioned, Robles, that's just a little emergency half hack.
That's like one of those ones that Glaber takes sometimes when he's working on that bat. That's exactly what that looked like.
Again, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. High and in. Robles strikes out. 2 97-mile-an-hour fastballs get 2 strikeouts to end the second. A 1-2-3 second.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Be the second trip through the order for George Kirby. Third inning scoreless. Torres, Carpenter, Green to face George Kirby. First trip through, 5 strikeouts, 3 swinging, 2 called. Something to watch. Alex Tosi has a big strike zone. He's giving off the edges to both pitchers. But George Kirby, I think, likes that especially. First pitch, swing and a miss. He swings at the belt-high 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Dan, it's interesting. He pitches off the fastball. The four-seam fastball is a real weapon. There's nothing as you look at that pitch and the characteristics of that pitch that stand out. Pitch low and away in terms of the vertical, the spin,
extension,
none of that.
Yeah.
Is it because of the low arm angle and he maybe gets that little low vertical approach angle, so guys are constantly swinging under it? The 1-1, swing and a miss. There's a good example right there.
Yeah, that was a perfect example of just a four-seam fastball at about just above the belt that was just underneath it. And that one just has a little bit of movement too. It's not picture perfect straight.
The 1-2, fastball up and in. So we'll go with that. It's a little bit lower release. Maybe that
type, yeah,
the upshoot. Dylan Dingler talked about that earlier this year when they do their scouting reports. It's upshoot 1, upshoot 2. Does this guy have an upshoot? The 2-2, swinging a line drive down the right field line, slicing, fair ball into the corner. Chasing it down, Robles. Torres around first, heading to second. Robles will get it into second baseman Polanco. And Gleyber Torres battling, lines one down the right field line. A leadoff double in the third of a scoreless game.
And that's exactly why Gleyber Torres is leading off. Just he saw all those fastballs the first at-bat, ended up striking out, and then saw a bunch of fastballs again, and it doesn't take him too long to time it, and got that one out over the plate and shot it into the right field corner. Good start here.
That was the sinker, and again, that is by far the more hittable of the two pitches. It's hit for average and for power. The four-seam fastball, not so much. Carpenter at the plate, and again, the crowd goes silent. Carpenter takes first pitch, fastball up and in, 98. That's the pitch that got him first time up. This is a guy who's pretty steady. First 2 trips through opposing orders. 250 with little power first trip through, 220 no power second trip through. The 1-0, swing and a miss. That's the sinker away, and man, does it run away from a lefty up there. Woo.
Yeah, it might have been just a little bit over anxious, thinking that I'm in a nice hitter's count, I'm going to get a fastball,
Yep.
and eyes lit up, and that one really ran away from the barrel of the bat of Kerry Carpenter.
That's why it's so valuable, isn't it, Dan, for a pitcher like this with a power arm to have both fastballs.
Yeah, it's so hard to barrel it up because, yeah, you see the four-seamer when it comes out of the hand and then just phew, runs right away from him.
Carpenter waiting on the 1-1. Scoreless in the third. Swing and a foul out of play. Got to a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but right now for Kirby, it's fastballs, 2 and 4 seam, the occasional slider, but it's a lot of fastballs. You can just about bet he's going to go higher than high here against Carpenter. That's how he got on the first time. The 1-2, swinging a fly ball center field. Knuckle curve, got a weak swing. Easy play for Rodriguez, who is a terrific Gold Glove caliber center fielder. Soft fly ball, but that's a big pitch for him, and he throws it a lot, only to lefties, and I don't think he's thrown one today.
I was going to say, that was right when you were talking about him, throwing all those fastballs, the four-seamer and the sinker, and it was like, you better start mixing it in there because the guys are starting to time it. And just as you said that, he dropped it in there, and Kerry Carpenter was way out in front and just kind of tapped it out into center field.
That brings up Riley Green, singled first time up. No score, third inning, man on second, 1 out. Riley Green takes fastball high and tight. It is amazing how he throws. I mean, all of his fastballs are up. Never tries to go down and away from a lefty or righty. Riley right close to home plate, upright, relaxed stance. Crawford ducking in behind Torres to try to shorten his lead, the 1-0. Fastball again, up and in. 2-0 on Green. A little murmur going through the crowd. Command just a little bit off for Kirby. 47 pitches, 28 strikes. Green's got the good hitters count, the 2-0. Swing and a foul. That's the pitch, Dan.
Yep. I was thinking that he's going to get 2-0 and he's going to throw him a breaking ball. And Riley, that's what he hit for the base hit back in the first inning, and he had a good swing at that one there too.
That's the one that you've got to be able to do damage on.
You know, because he's not throwing the fastball over to Riley Green, but Riley's got to prove it to him that he can catch up to that fastball if he throws it over the plate.
3 for 10 in his career against Kirby with his first inning single, the 2-1. Swing and a foul, back to the screen. 97, they're just not able to lay off the high fastball.
And he was late on that one too, and I know it's so hard to sit out there as a pitcher and just say, I got to throw fastballs, and keep pumping them in there, and you throw that breaking ball, but I think you'd be doing Riley Green a favor.
Torres at second, 1 out, scoreless game in the third. Kirby checks Torres once, twice, the 2-2. Swing and a high slicing foul down the left field line. 331 down the left field line. They brought the fences in about 12 years ago. It's still year in and year out the best pitcher's ballpark, bar none. They brought left center field in from 390 to 376. Hasn't really made a difference. 401 to straightaway center. Fence goes straight over to 380 in right center. Then 330 down the right field line. Swing and a miss. He goes down and in. 6th strikeout for George Kirby. The slider gets Riley Green.
And it was really well located. He didn't throw that one for a strike. That was that good back foot slider. And after just nothing but fastballs, he located a really good slider. He didn't have to throw it for a strike. He made it appear to look like a fastball, and Riley swung right over the top of it.
Torkelson saw 5 pitches first trip to the plate. Took a called third on a fastball away. First pitch starts him off. Slider right over the plate, but down, ball 1. How good is his 4-seam fastball to righties? Right-handed batters have hit 140 off his 4-seam fastball this year. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Better slider. Strike to ball away. 1-1. Just a 3-pitch mix to righties, really. The 2 fastballs and sliders. But obviously, the fastballs, especially the 4-seam, are enough sometimes. The 1-1. Swing and a foul right back our way. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Torque had a rip. Now this crowd on their feet waving the teal towels. 2 on to start last inning. Tigers stranded 2 in scoring position. Leadoff double for Torres this inning. He's at second with 2 outs. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left center field deep, but going back of Rosarena, and he'll be called off by Rodriguez. Makes the catch, a deep left center field gap. Torque just got under it a little bit too much. It's a good swing. It ends the third. Tigers have stranded 3 in scoring position the last 2 innings.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Thinking about that too, like, man, wait a minute, we're at home and we've got a little pressure on us here.
It's a franchise that has had some success, obviously, through the years. Crawford swings and misses. Well, that's a good fastball. A little run away on the four-seam fastball from Crawford. Crawford hit .265 this season. That's just a good player. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. 12 home runs, 58 RBIs. Again, everybody steals bases on this team. Crawford not really a big base stealer. But again, a very good shortstop. Offense bounced back this year after a rough year last year offensively. Can draw a walk to get on base. The 0-2. Low and in. The slider misses down and in. 3 levels of seating here at this beautiful ballpark. The former Safeco, now T-Mobile. It goes from the left field foul pole all the way around to the right field foul pole. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball softly to McKinstry. Gets around it. Gloves it. Little shuffle step. Flip to first. Crawford is an easy out, number 1. And then the 3 levels of seating actually go out into right center field. You got the grandstands, kind of an upper deck beyond the left field wall here at T-Mobile. And then the big giant stands, kind of like the rock pile in Colorado, in straightaway center above the batter's eye. Strike 1 pitch, or the first pitch to Rosarena. Is a sinking fastball for a called strike 1. No score, bottom of the 3rd inning. The strike 1 pitch, swing and a foul. Again, a franchise that has had some success through the years. But this is only the 6th time the Mariners have played in the postseason in 49 years. The 0-2. Fastball up and in. They have not done a whole lot in the postseason. Had the longest drought of postseason, lack of postseason appearances. Check swing. It didn't matter whether he checked his swing or not. Rosarena just took a 96-mile-an-hour fastball middle. Now Troy Melton is getting on a roll. He struck out 3 of the last 4.
I think Rosarena was looking for that slider, and right when he made up his mind that, it's not a slider, he couldn't pull the trigger and knew it right away that it was strike 3.
Buzz in this ballpark as Cal Raleigh steps to the plate, swinging a fly ball, center field, softly hit. Meadows in toward left center a few steps, makes the catch, just a routine fly, and I'm sure the Mariners haven't said that very often this year with Cal Raleigh at the plate. It's the 3rd out, and Troy Melton has now retired 7 in a row.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Third inning after the leadoff double by Gleyber Torres. He didn't get much of a rest, so let's see if the Tigers can put a little bit more pressure on him in the 4th inning and finally break this scoreless tie.
Great to see Colt Keith back. If you missed it, he was activated off the injured list after some live BPs yesterday. Chris Paddock, Paul Sewald not on the roster, throwing the live BP and put him through the paces. First pitch, 96-mile-an-hour fastball. This is as much as we've seen the high strike called in quite some time.
I turned right away. I thought it was ball one.
My goodness. Yeah. I mean, these are well above the belt. The strike one. Off the plate and in. Tried to get a little swing back. There was no swing back. Fastball into the lefty. Suarez about a step behind the bag at third and well off the line with Crawford up the middle. The outfield doesn't move much. It's not a big outfield by square footage. Pretty much straight up. Slider down and in, actually hit the back foot. It was a little half-cut swing and miss, though, by Cole Keith before it did. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now that's a really good pitch.
Really good.
To a left-handed hitter. That's just like the one he got Riley Green to swing and miss. He's got him sped up on the fastball. He doesn't have to throw that slider for a strike.
Kirby stands square to home plate, third base side of the rubber glove at the belt, takes a step back with the left foot, slides the foot into his motion. Fastball up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dingler McKinstry to follow here in the 4th inning. Suarez backs up with 2 strikes. Rosarena in left. Rodriguez in center and Robles is in right. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Changeup, pretty good action away. That's not a pitch that he throws much. Cole Keith strikes out. It's the 7th strikeout for George Kirby.
And I don't know how many of those that he's thrown. Might have been the first one he's thrown, or maybe the second, but I think that just completely fooled Colt Keith.
First one. Dylan Dingler swings, fouls it straight back to the screen. 4-pitch walk, first time up. All the damage that the Tigers have done against George Kirby. Again, 38 hits, 28 runs his last 23 innings in 5 starts against the Tigers. Check swing, did he go? Oh, ho, ho. Jeremy Rehak on the appeal at first says he did not, on a pitch that bounced. Sure looked like he had gone too far, but they always get that right, so we'll assume he got it right. but a lot of the damage done in those 23 innings on home runs. The 1-1 swing and a pop-up. Softly into center field. Rodriguez will come in, make the easy grab. Sun is just going down here in the northwest, so this means it's twilight right now. The clouds have kind of cleared, so it can be a tricky time of night for the next half hour or so. Looked like for a moment Rodriguez didn't see that ball. This is just a great setting for baseball, especially when the roof is rolled away. McKinstry batting. First pitch, backdoor slider, strike one. Tigers had their first two out in the second inning. Ground ball put Keith and Dingler at second and third with one out, did not score. Torres led off the third with a double. He was stranded at second. Fastball stands McKinstry up. He's had some pretty big misses above the strike zone of both righties and lefties. Arm side in to Dingler, and then glove side up and into a lot of the lefties. The 1-1. Swing and a foul. Again, that high fastball. And he's getting them to swing and swing and swing at pitches that are well out of the strike zone.
Yeah, helped him out a little bit on that one. Just so tough to lay off of it, especially when he's missing up there also. Yeah. It's just constantly up there, and you're seeing it, and you're attracted to it.
1-2, swing and a miss. Another hesitant swing on a slider for Zach McKinstry. 2 at-bats in a row where he's been caught in between on a slider. The 8th strikeout for Kirby. 6 of them.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And then in May, they lost 13 of 17. A few weeks later, after hanging around 500, they won 8 in a row. Rodriguez at the plate. First pitch. Perfect fastball, strike one. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Rodriguez, Naylor, Polanco. After that 8-game win streak, climbed to 67 and 53. 14 games over the 500 mark. Sinker misses, 1-1. And then lost 15 of 21. And then came September, when the Mariners, up and down all season, got hot at the right time. Sinker low and in, 2-1 on Rodriguez. Incredibly, a team that was just a few games over 500 won 17 of 18 to win the West. The 2-1. Fastball strike. Ooh. Generous call. 98 down and away. 2-2. Big second half for Julio Rodriguez. The 2-2 and swinging a fly ball center field deep. Meadows going back to the fence, looking up, and it's gone. .32 home runs in the regular season. Second at bat of the postseason. He gives the Mariners a 1-0 lead.
Boy, Dan, that was just power on power. Troy Melton went with the high fastball, trying to get it by him, and somehow Julio Rodriguez got up to that ball and hit it just to the right of straightaway center field. I mean, that's one heck of a job to get up that 98-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball.
Josh Naylor takes fastball, ball one. Powered him in. It's 97, 98 on every fastball. The 1-0, swinging a high fly ball right field deep. Going back, Carpenter. He'll have room onto the track. I didn't like the way he went after that ball, Dan.
No.
It looked like he turned the wrong way and looked like he was about to start looking up. And then he realized he could make the catch.
Yeah. That was just, it was a little too high, but as soon as you saw the launch angle, you were like, uh-oh, and then it just got out there and died.
So 2 good swings to start the 4th inning. You're right. I mean, some credit to Julio Rodriguez for getting to that fastball. Polanco takes fastball in the dirt.
Well, there were 2 of them that were down and away that he took. You know, and then he changed the eye level and he got to that one. That's what I was pretty amazed at.
The 1-0 up and away. Splitter misses. 2-0 on Polanco. Hit .265 with 26 home runs. The home run threats are up and down this lineup. Not just Cal Raleigh, who hit 60. Rosarena, Rodriguez, Naylor, Polanco. 2-0. Fastball away. 3-0. A 4-pitch walk to Naylor in the first inning. And now 3-0 on Polanco. This is just the second time he's gone to a 3-ball count since that walk. The 3-1. Fastball got the call. Ooh. 97 sinking.
I think AJ is just after that Julio Rodriguez and then the big swing. You got Herter starting to throw out in the Tigers bullpen. Falling behind Thier 3-0. He's just watching Melton carefully.
3-1, check swing. Splitter in the strike zone. What a pitch on 3-1. Polanco a little better as a right-handed batter the last few years, but he was really good from both sides. Big 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short, gathered up by Baez on a couple of skits. Plants throws. Good strong throw to Torkelson to get Polanco in a nice bounce back from Troy Melton.
Boy, that play there, Dan, just, I mean, we were talking about Baez, just how well he's been hitting and playing in the field, but he never panicked on that ball. Nope. That ball was hit pretty good, and he just kind of stayed nice and calm and got to his feet shifted around to where he could get that and then gun him out at first.
Eugenio Suarez takes first pitch sinker in the dirt. 98 in the dirt. A couple of those in this inning. Suarez hit 13 home runs in his return to Seattle, but hit just 189. The 1-0, swinging a foul over the screen. He was not the same dangerous hitter that he had been in Arizona. He did what the Mariners wanted. He hit home runs. Big difference that you notice with him this year, especially down the stretch. He just didn't hit lefties this year. The 1-1 in the dirt. We don't usually see him miss low like this, Dan, but these are sinkers and four-seamers in the dirt.
And I just, again, think about just, again, his pitch count, and this is going to be 55. just as he's starting to kind of tire.
2-1, low and away. Lefty Canzone waiting on deck. You would think if he does not get Suarez, this might be the end of the day for Troy Melton. 3-1, swing and a pop-up. Disappears into the twilight sky and then comes down right below us into the dark green seats. To add to the atmosphere and the feel of this ballpark, just a great feel. I remember walking in here the first time in 2000, just thinking, this is a great place. The feel that you got walking in, it's a ballpark. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with 98. Man, overpowered Eugenio Suarez. Maybe the end of the day for Troy Melton. If it is, that's a heck of a finish. Home run for Rodriguez gives the Mariners a lead. We head to the fifth inning, 1-0. Mariners on top on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network presented.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Is rolled away. It's just that much better with the open air and the feel that creates in this stadium. Great vantage point all around. We're right behind home plate, just to the first base side. Tigers made Kirby work hard in the second and third pressure pitches, and then a 1-2-3-4, so he's kind of back on track after some really having some command issues. Slider down and away to Javi Baez. And now you look at the strike throwing, 66 pitches, 43 strikes. The 1-0, swinging a line drive right center field, hit it too hard. Coming over and in to make the catch, Robles. That was an adventure. You could tell he didn't see it. There were some LED lights on the roof line on the third base side, and you could see he lost it in those lights. Shaded his eyes from those lights with his glove and found it.
Yeah, he just went over there and just was saying, come out of that lights, Paul, come out of the lights. And it did, but Javi Baez, again, that pitch was probably 4 to 6 inches out away from him, and again, he got out to the barrel and shot it into right field, not trying to pull it.
Again, he's been consistently putting together the best at-bats. Fastball, sinker, 96 in, has Meadows spinning out of the way. Corey Melton got the handshake from manager A.J. Hinch as he went down the dugout steps. Herter's still throwing. Looks like he'll be coming in. The 1-0. 96 above the belt, and good discipline for Parker Meadows. Tigers hitters have been having a tough time laying off that fastball, especially when it's been called to strike quite a bit. Seems to have induced a few more swings when it goes even higher. 2-0 off the plate. Oh, come on now. That's not even close to being a strike. It's strike one. That's a swing back that didn't swing back. Man.
Yeah, and Parker took his time out right there too, knowing that, boy, I think I was going to get to 3-0.
2-1, swinging a tap foul right at home plate. 2-2, Suarez was in tight, he'll back up. Outfield just about the same for every batter, almost straight up. Rosarena in left, Rodriguez in center, Robles in right. Kirby stands behind the rubber for a moment, then climbs up onto it, third base side. Again, he slides that right foot all the way over to the first base side as he goes into his motion. The 2-2, up and away. Love to get Parker on, create a little havoc on the base pass. Again, this is a pitcher who has made big pitches with men on today, but that hasn't been the track record over the course of the season. Meadows took a call third first time up. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. Fastball up. You can't take a pitch there. It's been called the strike tonight. It's a little bit above the belt. Meadows taps the inside part of home plate. Windmills the bat around once, twice, 3 times. Spreads out, waiting on a 3-2 again. 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swing and a foul. Got to another high fastball.
I think you're exactly right, too, Dan. Those last two may have been out of the strike zone at the top, just above the strike zone up high, and Parker just can't lay off that one because afraid it's going to be called a strike.
3-2 again, swinging a line drive to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Robles over to field it on one hop. Parker Meadows, a 1-out single here in the 5th inning. Now it gets interesting. Lineup turns over. This is when the numbers jump, especially the power numbers against George Kirby. 3rd time through, opponents have hit .310. 7 home runs in 100 at-bats as he goes through an order a 3rd time. Gleyber Torres doubled last time up. Slider backs up and gets a called strike. This is a big strike zone. It's a big strike zone. 5th inning today is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. 1-0 Mariners are in the 5th. The strike one, swing and a miss. They were just been unable to get to that high fastball, and unusual for him. He keeps swinging at that pitch. The 0-2, high and tight, doubled off a sinker last time up. Kirby was easy to run on last year. He allowed 23 steals. This year he's done a much better job stopping the running game. Short, cautious lead for Meadows at first. The 1-2, swing and a pop-up. Foul safely into the seats. First base side. Instant replays brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Gabe Spires up and throwing, one of 2 lefties in the bullpen for the Mariners. They are both extremely tough on lefties, but with only 2 instead of Cleveland's 4. A.J. Hinch could force a decision time by stacking Carpenter and Green in the 2-3 spots today. And for Dan Wilson, that decision time might be now. The 1-2, swing and a slicing foul deeper down the right field line. Loved talking with A.J. about forcing decisions in the postseason. As he said, the moves come quicker. And he said the toughest decision is that first one by the opposing manager or by you. You always hope to force the other guy into making that first move. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up foul out of play. Gleyber Torres will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. Meadows saw 8. Dropped a single into right field. He's at first base, 1 out, 5th inning, representing the potential tying run. Kerry Carpenter waiting on deck. Is this the last batter for George Kirby? The 1-2 again, swinging a jam job softly to first. The only play for Naylor is at first base. Parker Meadows goes down to second. Dan Wilson is going to his bullpen. Or is he? Nope.
No.
Not Dan Wilson coming out. Pete Woodworth, the pitching coach, is on his way to the mound.
You know, I don't think this is, again, one of those let's pitch around them. If you're going to make a move, you got to make a move.
Right.
You know, it is just to make sure that you go after Kerry Carpenter, because you don't want – Kerry Carpenter's done a lot of damage off of George Kirby. And you got to make sure you don't make a mistake and make, man, I left him in one batter too long. So you got – and then Cal Raleigh, they're still out there talking this over. Make sure that they go after Kerry Carpenter exactly that way they want to do it.
Alex Tosi finally goes out, breaks up the conversation. Carpenter is 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging on a high fastball in the first inning. Fooled by a curveball, soft fly ball to center field. That was the first out of the 3rd inning after Torres had doubled. Single here could tie the game. Almost surely would with Meadows at second base. Crawford, the shortstop, keeping an eye on him. Carpenter waiting on the first offering from Kirby. On the way, swinging a line drive down the right field line, hooking in the corner. Foul! Oh, deep down the line, and then disappeared from our view in the corner. Right field umpire Nate Tomlinson says it's just strike 1.
Boy, Kerry just got out in front of that slider a little bit, but he got the barrel to it and then just hooked it foul. I don't know if he'll see another one of those. You're going to throw those fastballs up and away from Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry back in, waiting on the strike 1. On the way. Man, these pitches. 97 off the plate in. He's got some swing back, but it never gets back to the plate. I mean, that was a ball's width and a half in. And it's called strike 2.
Boy, and he likes to throw those with 2 strikes, likes to go right back in there.
Might as well.
Yep.
You're getting the call.
You're getting it, and very tough for that left-hander to get that barrel of that bat all the way around to it.
Kirby sets, checks Meadows. The 0-2. Off the plate in. That was the same pitch that was just called strike 2. It's ball 1.
I thought maybe that one was even better.
It's hard to take. I mean, I guess you just have to trust that a home plate umpire is going to call it correctly. Short, cautious lead to Meadows for second because Crawford's right behind him. The 1-2, swinging a fly ball, right field. This one's way back. Watch it fly. Gone. Kerry Carpenter, 5th career home run off George Kirby. Dan Wilson leaves him in to face Kerry Carpenter, and Carpenter makes the Mariners pay. Tigers take a 2-1 lead in the 5th.
Boy, but how about the pitch right before it? The 0-2 pitch doesn't get the call. Tried to go back inside there, but this one leaked out over the plate.
Wow.
If you're going to go in, you've got to go inside, and it leaked out over it. Kerry Carpenter hammered it. It did not miss it.
What a sequence. Riley Green takes a pitch up and away, and you said it, Dan. He likes to go right back in after getting the call for strike 2. He didn't get the call on a very similar pitch. Tried it a 3rd time. Kerry Carpenter did not miss. Wow. Riley Green, little pop fly into shallow center field. Rodriguez in and dives, but he's going to just have to knock it down. Little bloop drops in for Riley Green. Kerry Carpenter, I've never seen anything quite like it, Dan. 5 career hits in 11 at-bats against a pitcher, in this case, George Kirby. All 5 hits home runs.
Yeah, because he gets to that. We've talked, you and I, all summer long we talked about it. Better watch that high fastball. Better watch that high fastball. Kerry can get to it. Right there, perfect example. He got to it.
I mean, that's a wow. 96-mile-an-hour fastball to Spencer Torkelson for a called strike 1. 2-1 Tigers in the 5th inning. I really thought Dan Wilson was coming out to take Kirby out. Instead, it was the pitching coach. Check swing, appeal to first. Jeremy Rehawk says he did not go. 1-1 on Torque.
But you were just talking about AJ and saying, okay, who makes the first move? So if Dan Wilson does that, maybe Jemai Jones comes up and he says, you know, Jemai Jones has been so hot, so everybody's a little bit nervous about when to make that move. And it paid off for the Tigers.
Check swing. He went too far, 1-2. And again, that truly is the calculation for Dan Wilson. Do I want Jemai Jones facing Spire? Or do I want Kirby, who's gotten Carpenter out twice in this game, to face Carpenter?
And I would have said, okay, wait a minute. He's going to leave Kerry Carpenter in because he wants him to face Munoz at the end of the game.
Yep. The 1-2, low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3rd trip through the order. And another home run for an opponent against George Kirby. A 2-1 lead for the Tigers. Kirby sets the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball softly to short. Crawford will gobble it up. Underhand flip to Polanco for the force on Riley Green. 2-out, 2-run home run from Kerry Carpenter gives the Tigers a lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning in Seattle. Tigers have a 2-1 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Jason Benetti, TV voice of the Tigers here. I was at the old ball yard.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Playoff home run. It was a tank off of Kirby.
And that flips the game, puts the Tigers in front as we hit the halfway point of game one.
AP Crawford.
So seemed just to make a nice combination too, and flip-flop it if you had Melton coming in back of Herder.
First pitch, fastball for a strike. Bottom part of the order, Canzone, the lefty, Robles, a righty, and then Crawford, the lefty. But he has started to be that guy again, shutting down lefties, swinging a tap foul. 91 in. There's a little funk to his delivery. There's a little bit of deception to his delivery. And righties, lefties, he gets lefties out better, but he can shut down both sides of the plate. And he's just looking like that confident guy we know the Tigers have. Swinging a pop-up, off-speed pitch, gets a weak fly ball to center field. Parker Meadows waving his arms, makes the catch in shallow left center. 1 up, 1 down, 5th inning. 2-1. Tigers have just taken the lead on a Kerry Carpenter home run. 44th appearance of the year. Well, actually, we saw him in the Cleveland series. But 43 appearances this year, Dan, and in the end, for all of his struggles with command, had to go down to the minor leagues at 2.40 ERA.
And that's the thing. I mean, it's never a shame to go back down to the minor leagues and work on it.
First pitch, backdoor sweeper for a called strike 1 on Victor Robles, who missed most of this year with an injury.
You don't want to ever get sent back down, but, you know, it's just so much easier to go down and work on it and get right back up here and be a contributing factor, which he is.
Robles swings and pops it up. Behind home plate, will it be playable? It is for Dylan Dingler. Tosses the mask away, makes the catch over by the Tigers on deck circle, third base side. Robles pops out. It's really a pop-up to center, a pop-up behind home plate. 2 up and 2 down. 5th inning today is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Milwaukee jumped out. Matthew Boyd, who had a great year, didn't get out of the first inning today. Milwaukee scored 6. They rolled to a 9-3 win over the Cubs. Crawford takes strike 1. Brant Herter just filling up the strike zone right now. Toronto bombed the Yankees. 8 runs laid off the bullpen. 10-1. The strike 1. Swinging a ground ball to first base. Ooh, boy, that ball came up on torque, but he fielded it right by his left ear. Over to the bag, crosses it. Crawford grounds out, and Brant Herter threw nothing but strikes in getting 3 easy outs.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
And you could just tell he was no longer that thrower. He was a pitcher. And then maybe right at the end, you could just tell, and AJ could tell and said, I got to get him out of there. And it was the perfect time to get him out, bring in Brant Herter. And then Herter had that really good 5th inning.
It was big for him to get that final out of Suarez so that he could complete the inning and Herter could come in to start the 5th. Caleb Ferguson, one of 2 good lefties in the bullpen for manager Dan Wilson, on the mound now for the Mariners. That immediately means pinch hitter Colt Keith out, Jahmai Jones in. First pitch, a fastball that misses from the lefty Ferguson. The 1-0. Fastball off the plate and in. 2-0. Crowd groans because they're like, hey, everything has been a strike today. Ferguson, 29-year-old native of Columbus, Ohio, started the year with Pittsburgh, traded to Seattle. They were very aggressive at the trade deadline. 2-0. Cutter at the knees for a called strike.
Ferguson has those 4 pitches, too, all about the same amount that he throws them percentage-wise. 4-seam, cutter, sinker, and slurve.
Swing and a miss by Jahmai Jones on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball at the belt.
That 4-seamer and sinker average right around 94.
Jones asks and gets time, steps out. Tigers' best hitter in the month of September. Most of those at-bats against the lefties off the bench. Got some starts and made the most of them. The 2-2, swing and a slicing foul out of play. Started 3 different games with leadoff home runs. And on that final road trip, man, did he come up big. In Cleveland, hit a leadoff home run, and then in Boston delivered a big 2-run hit in the clinching game on that Saturday night. 2-1 Tigers lead, the 2-2 in the dirt. And the fact that he has turned into, and Andy Ibanez is still that threat, but this is this year's Andy Ibanez, the guy that the other manager has to consider when he's making a move.
Yeah, and it's nice to have 2 of them, where you just had Andy, and now all of a sudden you have 2 weapons where if you use one, you still have another one to go to.
Ferguson works first base side from the stretch of the 3-2 in the dirt. And that's the other thing Jahmai Jones did, Dan. He walked as often as he struck out while hitting with power in September.
Yeah, he's so dangerous, too, because he'll jump on that first pitch, just when you're trying to ambush the pitcher. When I'm going to try to get ahead here, and he'll ambush him. But at the same time, he'll work in that bat, too. Yeah. He'll take that first pitch, and he'll just kind of ease into it like he did right there. Good start here. See if they can put a little bit of distance between them and the Mariners.
Big left-right split. Ferguson buries lefties. Dylan Dingler takes first pitch. Fastball low. Cal Raleigh didn't help out a whole lot there. He caught that and the glove went right down to the ground. Righties have hit 260. Not much power with this lefty on the mound, but 260, and he walks righties at a pretty high clip. The 1-0. Curveball down and in. 2-0 on Dylan Dingler. He's drawn 4 walks in his 4 starts in the postseason. Taps the inside part of home plate. Windmills that bat around once, twice. Slightly open stance. Cocks a bat high over the right shoulder. The 2-0, swinging a soft little ground ball that will dribble foul down the third baseline. For a moment there, it looked like it might actually go from foul to fair. So Dylan ended up running to first base.
Yeah, that cutout of that grass in foul territory looked like it might push it. And Suarez came running after it, too, not wanting it to hit that lip of the grass and kick it back fair.
Still the good hitters count. Jahmai Jones has some speed. This is a lefty. If he can read the move, this is a lefty who does not hold base runners well. 10 steals against Ferguson, and that's a big number for a reliever. Sets, holds the glove high. First base side of the rubber, holds it an extra beat. The 2-1. High and tight. And that's the other thing. Just that threat over there at first base. You could tell he was trying to stop Jahmai Jones by holding it an extra beat, and then he distracted him enough, maybe, from the guy standing at home plate. Dingler's got a 3-1. The pitch and swing and a little baby pop-up will have dropped down the right field line. Long run for Polanco, and he overran it. Jones going to second, throw, got him. Good play by Robles. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No.
Polanco charging way out, a dead sprint, and then he overran the ball and it fell behind him.
It was one of those bloopers that you were going to think, oh, that's going to be a thing. That's going to fall. And Polanco, you could just say, oh, man, he outran it. Oh, he overran it. And Robles, give him a lot of credit because he didn't take the play off. He just kept running in there and was able to adjust, get that ball, and nip Jahmai Jones at second base.
And Jahmai Jones did everything right on that play. fastball strike. He was well off. He was watching. He was taking a little more of a lead, but he couldn't go any farther than he was. Maybe not quite halfway to second. Because if it was caught, he had to get back to first. And Robles, like you said, the heads-up play. Strike one to McKinstry. Ground ball fouled on the first baseline. He falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. This is a really tough at-bat for a lefty. In their 103 at-bats, they hit 180. 19 hits, 17 singles. 2-1 Tigers are in the 6th inning. Ferguson sets. The 0-2 swing and a little soft tap foul. Zach McKinstry gave the Tigers great at-bats all season long, left on left. Finished the year hitting .259. Great extra base, consistent extra base power. Lots of triples as well as doubles and home runs. .770 OPS. The 0-2 down and away. Good take. 4th pitch of the at-bat is ball 1.
Went to that cutter there that left-handers are hitting just .067. When you say cutter, it's 88, but it's got some pretty good horizontal movement to it. Looks like more like a slider.
The 1-2 is swinging a fly ball center field right to Rodriguez. Back a step, in a step, makes the catch. Dingler has to retreat to first. Just a soft fly ball to center for the second out in the 6th inning. Kerry Carpenter, 2-out, 2-run home run. Last inning, wiped out a 1-0 Mariners lead, gave the Tigers a 2-1 lead. Now Dan Wilson on his way to the mound. Javi Baez at the plate. He has made the motion to the bullpen. Mariners will make the change in the 6th inning. 2-1 Tigers on top, a man on 2 outs. While they make the change, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
The Tigers aren't the only hot team in Detroit this summer. Priority.
The biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Against those 2 pitches, just 177 on the slider, 158 on the sinker, but we'll also back that up with the 4-seam fastball. Had a career year too. Posted career best in ERA, wins, innings pitched, and strikeouts and whip.
He'd never pitched 30 innings in a major league season. He's 29 years old, and he pitched 79 with a .250 ERA for the Mariners this year. Works over on the third base side of the rubber. He is so tough on righties. First pitch swinging a foul out of play. That's a sharp, late-breaking slider. Javi Baez did a good job just getting a piece of it to foul it off, but it's strike one. Righties hit 166 in their 157 at-bats against Pizarro. 26 hits, most of them singles. Did hit 4 home runs. Good job by Baez to lay off that pitch. Yes, he will still chase, but the discipline has been better. The approach has been incredible. Swinging a pop-up. Into shallow center field. Crawford will give way to Polanco. Makes the catch just to the left field side of second base. A walk and no more for the Tigers in the 6th inning. We hit at the bottom of the 6th in Seattle. Game 1 of the division series. Tigers holding on to a 2.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Talk to me. This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun. Yes. 2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha. And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer. Pick it up like a burger. Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had.
I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
His 3 earned runs his last 18 innings of work and just 8 hits. Rosarena takes first pitch. Swing and miss. Takes a big cut and swings and misses. It's mostly fastball splitter. And then the occasional slider from the stretch, the strike 1. Swinging a soft tap foul. Back-to-back splitters to start him off.
Yeah, and he's just throwing that splitter more and more. Rosarena just wants to come up with that big hit, and he's saying, just throw me a fastball, come on. And he's just playing right into his arm there. Montero starts him off with 2 split fingers.
The 0-2. Fastball away. 4-seam fastball right in that 95, 96 range. That was 96.
That's the other thing, too. He's dropping that split finger the majority of the time, but he can still buzz that fastball right by you.
The 1-2. Just off the plate away. Correctly called by Alex Tosi, who's had a big strike zone today. Tyler Holton, the other lefty in the bullpen, getting loose. The 2-2. Way away. Slider. That was a splitter. Looked like a slider, but it just kept digging away from the righty Rosarena. Gonna make it throw him a strike. There's plenty of swing and miss in this bat. 3-2 away. Oh man. After splitters over the plate and down, he yanked the last 2 splitters. Big misses. Man.
Yeah, that's the one thing you have to just watch right there, trying to make the too perfect of a pitch. You know, got ahead 0-2, and you're thinking, man, he's got him in a perfect spot, and then all of a sudden just tried to start nibbling at those corners and end up walking them.
Do that after getting ahead 0-2, and with this guy coming to the plate. First pitch splitter away. Cal Raleigh good from both sides. Again, shattered the record for home runs by a catcher. Shattered the record for a switch hitter. 1-0. Away. Splitter. 2-0.
Yeah,
look out.
Both of them are away, and Cal Raleigh is like, no, I'm waiting until you get something into me a little bit more. I'm leaving those alone.
2-0, swinging line drive, center field. On the run, Meadows is going to have to let it drop. Rounding second, hitting to third, Rosarena. Throw to third, not nearly in time. Runners at the corners and nobody out in the 6th inning. Tigers holding on to a 2-1 lead.
Well, he got another splitter out over the plate just off the end of the bat, looped right in there to right center. But you know what? Just the mirror image of the Tigers' aggressive base runner. Rosarena could not commit to going to third base because Parker Meadows was almost going to catch that ball. But boy, when he saw that it was going to fall in, he turned the jets on right around second base and was able to get into third base.
Now Julio Rodriguez homered in the 4th inning on Troy Melton on a high fastball. The chance of Julio. Big finish. After a quiet start, first pitch line drive, base hit into right field, we're tied at 2. Raleigh stops at second base. Sinker and Montero. That leadoff walk, man, that's the one that hurt. Montero will not retire a batter in his postseason debut. A.J. Hinch out. He's going to go to his bullpen. Holton will come on to face Naylor. While the Tigers make the change. 6th inning, we're tied at 2. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Oakland University, being golden is putting in the hard work. It's raising the bar and never settling for less. It's the
play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
Like build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here. Like, it just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to like take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, like, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
In the 6th inning, walk, single, a run in, 2-2 game, nobody out. Josh Naylor, contact hitter at the plate. He hits lefties, he hits righties. He's better against righties, but he's hit .287 against lefties. First pitch, Low and away. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Walk and a fly ball to right for Josh Naylor. Tyler Holton did a great job shutting down lefties this year. It's righties that he struggled with. Holton gets a lot of ground balls. Good double play candidate. Fastball, strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tyler last pitched on Thursday in this outing today. That'll make it 3 out of 4. You're not so concerned with it now, just in the postseason. It's all hands on deck.
The 1-1, soft ground ball past the mound. Baez throws to first. Did he get the out at second? He did. Wow. Rodriguez ran right into his tag. He could have easily stopped, but he didn't. It was a ground ball that looked like he would only get 1. But the ground ball took him into the path of Rodriguez. He was able to tag him, throw to first, and get Naylor 2 outs. Raleigh on third.
Boy, you talk about a big play.
Mariners are going to challenge. Dan Wilson has already gone out and is asking the crew chief, Alan Porter, what for a...
On which he's challenging.
Seattle is challenging the out call at second base and the out call at first base.
The out call at first base. All right. This replay brought to you by the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio scoreboard. Certainly looks like he tagged Rodriguez. And Spencer Torkelson kept his foot on first, and the throw beat the runner. So let's see. We're watching our first replay. Grabs it, tags Rodriguez, throws to first. I'm not sure what the tag, throw, out, foot on bag. So I guess you can challenge all you want, but that's a double play, Dan.
Yeah, unless it's just some kind of, man, this is a turning point in the game, and we got to try to get one of these. But I agree with you. I thought he tagged him on the back. Plus, he was out of the baseline, avoiding the tag.
Right. Plus, Naylor ran right over first base.
Yep, never tagged him.
This is a strange challenge. That's a double play. There is nothing to indicate. I mean, he ran out of the baseline, like you said. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I think it feels like he touched the back of the jersey, just grazed it. But I think the other call is he was out of the baseline. They didn't indicate that. Second base umpire John Tumpane. That's what worries me. John Tumpane indicated, as he was kind of down on a knee, indicated out. Here we go. Should be a double play.
After review, the call at second base is confirmed. The runner is out. The call at first base is also confirmed. The runner is out.
There you go.
Seattle has 1 challenge remaining.
That's right. You get an extra challenge in the postseason, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, they shouldn't have 1. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it was just such an important play that they just said, we've got to take a shot.
And that's why when you get 2 challenges, you wouldn't have challenged it if you only had 1.
Nope.
So it's an unassisted 6-3 double play. Baez tagging out Rodriguez on his way to second. Josh Naylor thrown out at first. Both quite clear. Raleigh ends up on third. Jorge Polanco will turn around, bat righty. First pitch, backdoor cutter for a called strike 1. 2-2 tie. We're in the 6th inning. Raleigh coming down the line at third. McKinstry deep and close to the line. Baez shades toward the hold at short to strike 1. Check swing. Change up low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield just about straight up. Polanco's had a very good year. Better right-handed, hitting over 300 with power in his limited at-bats. The 1-1. Called strike at the knees. Cutter in. 1-2.
Boy, Dylan Dingler sat up right on the inside part of the plate, too. Wanted Tyler Holton to get it in there, and he did. He put it right where Dylan Dingler was set up, right on that inside part of the plate.
Dingler set up in there again. The pitch, ground ball, foul. He stayed with that cutter in and off the plate.
But that's why Tyler Holton has been so successful, is he's executing those pitches. He's not leaving it out over the inner third of the plate. If Dylan Dingler wants it in there, he's making sure that if he misses, it's off the plate.
The 1-2 again. Change up away. Polanco will see at least 6 pitches in this trip to the plate. Inning started with Montero on the mound. He got ahead 0-2 against the Rosarena, walked him. 2 singles followed. The 2-2, swinging a fly ball, right field, hit hard. Carpenter going back, tracking it. He'll make the catch. 2 steps to his left after he went back. Polanco lines out. Tyler Holton, so good at stranding runners, does it again. Mariners tied up, a walk and 2 singles. We head to the 7th inning in a 2-2 game in Seattle, game 1 of the division series. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
ERA. Big improvement from a year ago when he was actually sent down to the minor leagues. After a slow start, he's cut his walks to nothing while keeping his strikeout rate at 12 per 9. Parker Meadows, first pitch 96, middle, strike 1, and he's really tough on lefties.
Gets a lot of strikeouts also. He struck out almost 34% of the batters he's faced, which is 5th among left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Strike 1. Meadows swings, fouls it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that 4-seam fastball slider combination. Does have both the 4-seam and the sinker, but pretty much just a 2-pitch pitcher, meaning that just the fastball and the slider. But hitters are hitting just 164 off that 4-seam fastball.
Quickly behind 0-2, the pitch, swing and a miss. Slider away at 86. If you don't get to one of those fastballs early, look out. He can wipe you out, and Meadows way out ahead of the slider.
That's exactly it. He speeds you up with that fastball, gets you quickened up, and if you don't get to one of them, then you get a wicked slider going down and away from Parker Meadows.
That is sharp.
Yep.
Righties haven't exactly had a lot of success against him. Spire delivers a 98-mile-an-hour fastball low and in. 98 on the fastball. His average fastball this year is 95. Feeling the postseason adrenaline rush. Slider strike, inner half of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Torres 1 for 3 with a double. Carpenter waiting on deck. Rodriguez in center, shades to right center, straight up and left for Rosarena. The 1-1. Fastball, strike 2.
Well, it's just an easy motion, Dan, you know, and you think, okay,
looks like he hides the ball well.
Yeah, like how can it be 95? He just kind of rolls into the delivery, and then boom, it's right on top of you.
First base side of the rubber from the stretch. The 1-2 is swinging a foul over the screen. Working from the stretch. He just kind of turns, get all that way back on the left leg, hides the ball. You would think it's a little deception in this delivery. If anything, making 97-98 play up. The 1-2. Got him. Slider at the knees. Might have been a ball, but that's the strike zone for Alex Tosi tonight. Big on both sides of the plate, up and down.
Yeah, that one just looked like it was in off the plate. Very, very close pitch.
It's right there.
Yep. And Cal Raleigh does do a pretty good job back there framing also, and that might have been one of his better frame jobs to get that call for Spire.
Gary Carpenter batting. First pitch, 96 at the knees, strike 1. Working down, down, down. Suarez deep and off the line at third. Shading toward the hole at short. Crawford up the middle. Outfield straight up to strike 1. Fastball away. Crowd wants every pitch called to strike if it's within either's batter's box, if they want to call it strike. 2-run home run for Gary Carpenter, last time up off George Kirby. Gave the Tigers a brief 2-1 lead. We're tied at 2 now in the 7th. Fastball away.
Boy, it might be left on left, but you can tell just how careful they're going to go after Gary Carpenter, just with the destruction that he can do with one swing of the bat.
Lefties have hit 3 homers off this lefty. Carpenter line drive up the middle, scooping it off the dirt. Crawford fires to first. A 1-2-3 7th inning for Spire and the Mariners. 6-3 putout ends the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time in.
Five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high car.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Double that led to a couple of runs for Cleveland. McKinley takes over on the mound here in the 7th inning in a 2-2 game.
Yeah, it just has to be that pocket of hitters right here that A.J. Hinch just feels that, well, this is where Tommy's going to be best with that bottom of the order coming up here.
First pitch to Suarez, swing and a miss with the changeup.
Got a couple of right-handers coming up here, and on that changeup, right-handers are hitting just a $186. So hopefully he continued to throw them just like that first one that he threw.
The strike one, swing and a miss. 88 in the middle. That's the pitch. I mean, that's obviously his pitch. He's at 90%. 9 out of 10 pitches are the changeup, and it feels like it's even higher than that right now. But when he was going through his struggles, it was changeups that weren't moving in the middle of the plate. The 0-2. Changeup in the dirt. And that was a difference from earlier in the year. He was throwing it in the strike zone earlier in the year. They weren't all just diving out of the strike zone, but they were moving at home plate. And Dan, too many just felt like they were sitting on a tee during that rough stretch. July into August. The 1-2 away. His struggles began against this Mariners team. 2 outings when they came into Detroit and wiped out the Tigers in a 3-game series. He had 2 outings where he did not record an out and gave up 7 runs. That led to a month's worth of struggles. The 2-2 away. This is one of the things we've seen. Strike throwing comes and goes. 3-2, the count on Suarez. Pretty aggressive hitter. If this is close, he should be swinging.
Yep, and again, getting ahead 0-2. You got to come right after him and challenge him. Suarez knows it.
3-2, swinging a fly ball, left center field, deep. On the run, Meadows, he almost overran it, made the catch. The ball died. This is a ballpark that, as we said, pitcher friendly, the best pitcher's ballpark in all of baseball, year after year after year. It holds down singles, it holds down doubles, it holds down triples, it holds down home runs. Am I missing anything?
And we're seeing it. We're seeing exactly it tonight. It's playing just exactly the way you described it.
Some deep drives just kind of die on the track. Swing and a pop-up off the bat of Dominic Canzone. Riley Green in left field, waving his arms, makes the catch. Just a pop-up for the second out here in the 7th inning. So what does that mean when you say that? So it is the worst run-scoring ballpark for the Mariners and their opponents, and this is. I mean, you can check every single year, it's the same. Mariners and their opponents average 2 full runs a game less in the games played here. They average 8 runs a game here. They average 10 runs a game on the road. That's how much this ballpark holds down run scoring. Luke Raley has grabbed a bat. He will pinch hit for Victor Robles. 2-2 tie. We're in the 7th inning. Luke Raley's had an injury-shortened season. Big production last 2 years. He's never gotten the bat going this year. First pitch, changeup. Oh my goodness. Very low. 2 balls with below the knees. Strike one. Holy smokes.
You just got to take a shot here, trying to get that left-hander. He does have 4 home runs off of right-handed pitching.
Strike one, swinging a foul out of play, and he quickly falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Never really gets at bats against lefties, so all of his production is against righties, but just 220 against righties with those 4 home runs that Dan mentioned. 2 strikes, McKinstry backs up. Baez up the middle, the 0-2, swing and a miss. How about that? A Tommy Kahnle fastball blows him away. We head to the 8th inning, 2-2 tie after 7 in Game 1 of the Division Series in Seattle. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
And that'll be a base hit right there. Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and they fell down.
What else going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
And that's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back.
Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where like, wow, this is really something.
Game, we're in the 8th inning. Riley Green has a couple of hits today. First pitch and swinging a fly ball, right center field, not deep. Rodriguez will call off Raley. Almost collided, make the catch. Raley was over. Rodriguez was calling for it. One pitch, one out. A near collision, but it's the first out of the 8th inning. That brings up Spencer Torkelson, and that will be the end of the day. So obviously we missed whoever was up and throwing earlier for the Mariners. It'll be the end of the day for Gabe Spire. Whitey's coming in to face Torkelson, and then likely Jahmai Jones. Is it Munoz? There's a buzz. The end of the day for Spire. One out, bases empty, 8th inning in a 2-2 game.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, Can of Corn.
Easy fly ball.
Greg
breaking ball lined into the gap in right center and in for a hit.
And that was a botch of what should have been a single.
It sure was.
Went right off the heel of Teoscar Hernandez's glove when he boxed it.
I mean, Torkelson threw a baby overhand. He couldn't catch it.
How about that? First ball to the rookie making his major league debut. He loses it in the sun. So Matt Brash is the new pitcher for Seattle.
Well, he did. He used to light up that radar gun before he had that Tommy John surgery, so maybe he's working his way back, throwing a lot more sliders, about 60% sliders now to go along with a sinker.
First pitch fastball, 97 outer half. He lost about 2.5 miles an hour off his fastball, which was an average 98 plus in 2023. Tommy John surgery in May of last year. Impressive comeback after basically just a year. Swinging a tap foul, sharp slider down. 0-2 on Spencer Torkelson. 2-2 game. Bases empty, 1 out, 8th inning. Quite a first game of the division series. Rodriguez with a home run for Seattle. 2-run home run for Kerry Carpenter for the Tigers, 2 runs. Mariners tied it with a run in the 6th. The 0-2 check swing. Did he go? Jeremy Rehak on the appeal. Doesn't make the fans here in Seattle happy. Says ball 1. Wenzel Perez has grabbed a bat. He's in the on-deck circle. Torque takes. Slider low and away. Numbers for Matt Brash in 47 innings of work at 2.47 ERA. Low walks, walk rate of 3.5 with a strikeout rate of 11 per 9. Righty's actually had the edge against him. Slider away, 3-2 on Torque. Righties, lefties, low average for both. Righties have hit this righty for more power. From the stretch, middle of the rubber. Sets, holds a glove at the belt. The 3-2. Low and away. Wow. Got ahead of Torque. No balls, 2 strikes, and he couldn't find the strike zone. These were big misses.
Did the same thing. Just got ahead and then just kept throwing that slider, and none of them really close.
Pitching coach Pete Woodworth is going to go out and have a little chat with his righty. This crowd has gone silent. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Wenzel Perez has grabbed a bat. I know some were surprised that Wenzel Perez was hitting third in that key game, the elimination game against Cleveland, but Dan, we saw him with good swings in the previous 2 games and in Boston. He's been swinging the bat well, hitting the ball hard, not always rewarded for it. He had the big 2-run single in that game. First pitch, slider down, big miss.
It's just he's such a valuable weapon, too, when he's hitting in that third spot, because it just forces the manager to do a lot of things with that bullpen. But now coming off the bench, he's valuable because he can just go right or left.
Down, oh my goodness. Of all the misses today by Alex Tosi, that's the biggest. The changeup that faded away was never a strike. Got the call, 2 balls with off the plate away. The 1-1, swinging the ground ball foul, and then it forces the swing on the next pitch. 1-2 on Wenzel Perez. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. Crawford right up the middle. The 1-2 is swinging a pop-up, slices foul out of play down the left field line. Again, lefties have hit 240, but it's 240 with no power, 21 hits against Brash. 17 of those singles, 1 home run. The pitch and swinging a fly ball deep down the right field line, hooking by the foul pole, and foul by about 10, 12 feet, and that was pretty close to home run distance.
Yep, that came off the bat, and that crowd was not very loud, and it just got out in front of it, but he doesn't have any confidence right now in that sinker. He's throwing a changeup and slider.
Fastball up, 99, a rare ball called on that pitch. That's been a strike there above the belt really all day.
It has, and Wenzel somehow laid off of it, but I think he's going to come back with that slider.
The 2-2, swing and a miss. Overpowered him with the fastball away.
Yeah, I guess I was hoping he would throw that slider just because of that swing that he took, and maybe Brash said, you know what, I can't afford to throw another slider. Came back with 2 good fastballs to put away Wenzel.
2 outs, a man on first. 2-2 tie, Tigers and Mariners, game 1 of the division series. Slider low and away. Checking scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Dodgers rallied to beat the Phillies. They were down 3-0 in the second, 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. A 5-3 win for the Dodgers in Philadelphia. The 1-0, breaking ball, sweeps to the outside edge for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Dingler today 0 for 2 with a walk. Two runs, 6 hits for the Tigers, 2 runs, 4 hits for the Mariners. The 1-1, fastballs off the plate away, called strike 2. Big strike zone. It's benefited both sides, but it's hard for any hitter right now to take any pitch that's reasonably close. The 1-2, swing and a miss, got him with a slider. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up in a 2-2 game in Seattle. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Hi, Matt Garco here with Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Fall is Michigan at its best, and there's nothing like the taste of cider and donuts, getting yourself lost in a corn maze, or...
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Knows that it might be the 7th inning that he has to face
That's
these,
right.
the 6th inning that he might have to face these, but it comes in the 8th inning today. Going to be asked to shut down this top of the order.
Remember, extra innings has to be top of mind for a manager in the postseason. J.P. Crawford at the plate. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. Pours 97 in. Crawford 0 for 2 today. Melton started for the Tigers. He was terrific. He wasn't going to go long because he hasn't been stretched out. 4 innings, 1 run on 2 hits with 4 strikeouts. Herter, Montero, Holton, Canely, Finnegan. The strike one. Crawford swings it to fly ball, center field, deep. Meadows back to the warning track, tracking it. He'll make the catch. Woo! Deep fly ball. It's just out number one. I didn't like the way he turned his back and ran, Dan.
Yeah, I knew where he hit it, and I was thinking, boy, he had to really crush it to get out of there. But he put a good swing on it, just the wrong part of the ballpark.
Lineup turns over. Rosarena at the plate. Cal Raleigh casting a large shadow from the on-deck circle. 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 8th inning. Finnegan from the stretch, third base side. First pitch, a little bit low with the splitter. So why do managers have to think about having enough pitching for extra innings? There's no extra inning runner at second base. Games end early with that extra inning runner. Swing and a tap foul. They don't with just the old rules, no extra inning runner. And the last time the Mariners played a home game here, it went 18 innings against Houston.
Yeah.
And they lost 1-0. The 1-1 swing and a pop-up fouling out of play. Boy, the stuff from Kyle Finnegan, Dan, has been so good.
You know, it took him just a couple of games after coming off that IL with the groin issue and only the one appearance. But after those couple, he's starting to look like the Kyle Finnegan right after the trade deadline.
1-2 swing and a little soft tap foul. Kicks off to the right through the left-handed batter's box and dribbles behind home plate. Outfield plays the Rosarena straight up, 0 for 2 today. Lined out his first at-bat, took a called third, walked in the 6th inning, and scored the tying run. The 1-2, swinging a fly ball, right center field. Deep, Carpenter going back, took a funny route, but he's going to stop, backpedal, and make the catch. Onto the warning track. 2 balls hit to the warning track. I don't like that because this guy can certainly carry it beyond the warning track.
Yeah,
Cal Raleigh steps to the plate.
2 good swings. One from Crawford to the wrong part of the ballpark, and then just inside out of that one. Nice play by Kerry Carpenter, but really good swings.
Finnegan has faced 12 batters in the postseason, retired 11. MVP chance every time Cal Raleigh gets to the on-deck circle. Check swing and a splitter, went too far, strike one. I think he called that a strike. But really wasn't. I did think he went too far. So, in the end, the count is 0-1. Switch hitter who's got incredible power from both sides. A strike one, swinging a line drive, base hit into left center. Riley Green comes in, fields it on a couple of skips. 2-out single for Julio Rodriguez. What a 1-2 punch. My goodness.
Yeah.
Raleigh followed by Rodriguez.
Then it was this pocket here faced Montero also. Cal Raleigh saw the split fingers from Montero, and Julio Rodriguez got a base hit also.
First pitch, he pours in the splitter at the knees for a called strike one.
They're a little bit different speeds, too. Montero's is a little bit slower. Kyle Finnegan's a little bit harder.
2 for 3 for Rodriguez today. A home run to center field, his second at-bat of the postseason. Singled in a run. He's got both RBIs. The strike one, ground ball foul, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the fine center fielder who is still just 24 years old in his 4th full season in the major leagues. Short, cautious lead for Raleigh. Does have 14 stolen bases. Don't think he's going anywhere right here. The 0-2. Just missed off the plate and in.
Boy, we both flinched on that one. That one came out of Kyle Finnegan's hand looking pretty good, and that split finger just carried it in off the plate. Just enough to get the call.
No doubles look in the Tigers outfield. Everybody about 10 feet from the warning track. Green, Meadows, Carpenter, the 1-2, swinging a line drive foul down the left field line.
Boy, seen 4 splitters here, and you just when you think, you know what, it's time for that high fastball, he was able to get up off a one on Troy Melton. Just thinking that was a good time to throw a good 4-seam fastball at the top of the strike zone. So we'll see what Kyle Finnegan chooses to do, but nothing but split fingers so far.
Finnegan sets, places that left foot in front of the right, the 1-2 away. Rodriguez has now homered in 4 straight games against the Tigers, 1 in each game in the wipeout series in July. Homered back in the 4th inning. At the time, gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead. We're tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rally at first with 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him down and away. Splitter kept running away, and Rodriguez flailed. Kyle Finnegan does the job, a single and no more. We head to the 9th inning. Game 1 of the division series. 2-2 tie after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
No matter what your sport,
some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
If I went 5 for 5, I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepas with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those 2 socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My 2 red socks, because, you know, there's 2 here.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Tigers have only seen him for 6 innings. In those 6 innings, 3 for 22. 1 home run, and it belongs to the guy in the on-deck circle. Zach McKinstry swings, slices one down the left field line. That's a long run for Rosarena by the stands. He's going to make the catch. Right along the line, foul territory, shrinks to about 5 feet where he made the catch. That's a good play because the stands are coming up quick. 1 pitch, 1 out. 9th inning, 2-2 game. Javi Baez stepped to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning of a game in Detroit against Seattle in August of last year, right before he went on the injured list. Hit a 2-run home run to wipe out a 1-0 Mariners lead off of this righty. First pitch, slider away. I think Munoz remembers. Starts him off with a slider away.
Then he made sure that he got it well off the plate, because if you hang it the way that Javi Baez is swinging right now.
1-0 swing and a miss. Sharp, late-breaking slider from Munoz. Outfield straight up. Baez has had line drive out 0 for 3 today, swinging the ground ball foul, and you noted after he popped out his last at-bat, he was frustrated because he felt like he'd missed a hanger.
And that one right there was on the inside part of the plate. And that one just, Javi was able to pull it foul, but Munoz has got lucky that he missed. He didn't hit that one out.
1-2 line drive, caught at third by Suarez. Wow.
Munoz is looking at Javi right now, too, like, man, he's seeing me good.
Absolutely smoked the slider for the 2nd out in the 9th. How about that? 2 good swings for Javi today. Doesn't have anything to show for it. I'll leave it up to Parker Meadows. Lefties, righties, it doesn't matter for Munoz. He buries both. Righties have hit 180 with no power, and lefties have hit 150 with no power. First pitch to Parker Meadows. up and away. A home run for each, both with 100 or a little over 100 at-bats. Munoz has allowed two, count them, 2 home runs all year. Swing and a miss. Slider down and in. This is no ordinary slider. It is sharp and late breaking. 1 ball, 1 strike. Meadows 1 for 3 today. 2-2 tie. Bases empty. 2 outs in the 9th. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider away.
You know, he can make it do a little bit different things too. He can shorten it up, make it just a tight little vertical break to it, or more of a big sweeping break.
The 1-2 bounced. A slider up to home plate, as in a couple of feet in front of home plate.
You know, Cal Raleigh too got in front of that and blocked it, because you can't take for granted that Parker Meadows won't swing and miss at that. It goes to the backstop and he's on.
2-2, swinging the ground. A line drive caught by Munoz. He goes down to the ground at the front of the mound. A bullet that might have gotten into center field. Munoz can do it all. 2 good swings and a 1-2-3. Crawford might have gotten there, but I think that might have gotten into center.
What a play. What a reaction. Follow through behind him. Caught it.
Put a star next to that one. Bottom of
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher? I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so that she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Of the 9th in Seattle, a 2-2 game. Will Vest takes over on the mound for the Tigers. He'll be facing the 4-5-6 hitters Naylor, Polanco, Suarez. Will Vest made a little tweak in his delivery. Remember, he was kind of hittable for a while, and then over 2 outings he was really hittable. Now Will Vest is back to being the Will Vest that we saw all season long. Josh Naylor at the plate, tough out, swinging a baby pop-up in the shallow left. Javi Baez will cruise out and make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pitching change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Boy, and Josh Naylor had a couple of big swings in this game so far, and you know that he was just trying to end that right away. And Will Vest was saying, I'm not going to leave that fastball right in there. He got a slider right in on his hands. That's usually the pitch he strikes the left-handers out with, but threw it first pitch and got that easy pop-up to Javi.
Jorge Polanco takes fastball strike on the outside edge.
Yeah, Will Vest in there, you feel pretty good the way he's been throwing that ball, especially the way he's using all 4 of his pitches now.
The strike 1, swinging a pop-up on the infield. Who will take charge? Zach McKinstry will give way to Javi Baez, who makes the catch on the grass behind the mound. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Extra innings looming. Eugenio Suarez at the plate. Both managers open that bullpen door early today. So far, the Mariners have used 5. Suarez at the plate. First pitch, fastball, sinks low and in, ball 1. Tigers have used now 6 relievers. Best works from the middle of the rubber from the stretch at all times. The 1-0. Fastball, pours it in, 96. Inner half, strike 1. McKinstry deep, close to the line. The outfield, normal depth except for Riley Green. He's really deep in left field. Baez shades toward the hole at short, the 1-1. Swing and a miss late on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball away.
You could see Suarez trying to push Will Vest out over the plate. He got that pitch, took a big swing.
The 1-2, fastball, outer third for a called strike 3. Dominating ninth for Will Vest. We head to extra innings in Game 1 of the Division Series. A 2-2 tie after 9 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
No matter what your sport.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter. It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. She's giving it to him and making him like it.
Doing the pop-up.
And see nobody there.
Yeah. And it's great during the regular season, but it shouldn't be that way in the postseason. It should
agree.
Be just like this.
Slider low and away. Mariners have been here before. So we said their last home game in the playoffs was a couple of years ago, and they played 18 innings. The 1-0. Slider strike. Munoz still on the mound. That's why both teams built bullpens with guys who can give them a little bit of length if need be. The 1-1, swinging a line drive into left field. Did he hit it too hard? He did. Arozarena makes the catch. Oh, man. Line drive off the bat of Gleyber Torres, and Arozarena came in and made the catch. 1 out in the 10th inning.
Looked like he got a pretty good jump on that ball, too. Sometimes those just freeze the outfielders, but it looked like Arozarena just kind of jumped in and was running right toward that. Looked like a good start right off the bat.
Brings up Kerry Carpenter. First pitch. Slider misses low. 1 for 4. That one hit. A 2-run home run in the 5th inning.
But getting underneath one of those sliders.
The 1-0. Slider down. Oh, come on now. How big can the strike zone get, Dan?
I looked away. Again, I looked away from that pitch. I thought for sure it was a ball.
That's 2 balls with below the knees.
Boy, and AJ is just looking out there like, okay, I get some of them, but not that.
1-1, high and away. I mean, I'm all for giving on the edges if it's right there, but I mean, these are balls within a hat. 2 balls with off the plate, and it's been every side. Inside, outside, down, and up. The 2-1, swing and a miss. And then it just induces swings like that. Carey gets all that weight back on the left leg, waiting the 2-2. Bounced it up to home plate. Munoz, not a premium strike thrower. Walk rate at 4, strikeout rate at 12 per 9. Bends way down, peers in, gets the sign, working from the stretch. The 3-2. Got him. That was in the strike zone, a slider. I don't think Carey thought so, but that was an actual strike. Called third, 2 outs in the 10th.
Yep, you're right. It's a strike. I thought Carey knew he was going to get one and might have been looking for it, and he thought he walked, but that was definitely a strike.
Roddy Green takes. Slider low and outside, strike 1. Just get it near home plate and you'll get the call. The strike 1. Fastball up. That's been a strike tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, and Riley can get underneath one of these sliders too.
The 1-1. Low and inside. Bounced. The slider, the good hitters count. Riley's 2 for 4 tonight. Couple of singles. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Tigers. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Mariners. Extra innings in game 1 were tied at 2. The 2-1. Way away. 3-1. Everybody on their feet. Everybody on their feet. Here in Seattle. The 3-1, swing and a foul. Riley a little anxious.
Yep.
Slider way off the plate away. Outfield plays him straight up. A Rosarena and left shakes toward the line. 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him. Slider on the back door. 6 up, 6 down for Munoz. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning in a 2-2 game in Seattle. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
My name is Jamie Hutchison, and I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm singing in a women's chorus. It's just nice to do something that feels good for your soul. This is a pitch pipe.
Oppo Taco. I'm gonna guess
2-2 tie in the bottom of the 10th inning. Dan Dickerson, Dan Petrie, glad to have you along for game 1 of this division series. Paul Serra, legendary Lloyd Glazer, our engineers for game 1. Game 2 coming up tomorrow. Tarek Skubal against Luis Castillo. 7, 8, 9 hitters to face Will Vest in the 10th inning. Will Vest needed just 7 pitches to get 3 outs in the 9th. No extra inning runner in the postseason. Extra inning runners means almost every extra inning game ends in the first 2 innings. Not all, but almost all. Canzone at the plate. He's had a good year. His role is to hit righties. Swings and dribbles one softly down the first base line. Dominic Canzone didn't do much until this year in the major leagues. The strike 1, soft ground ball to second base. Torres will charge field, the shoulder high bounce, easy flip to Torkelson at first. Will Vest filling up the strike zone with good stuff, getting easy outs. 4 up, 4 down.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive. The Mariners are going up there because he's filling up that strike zone. But again, he's using all 4 of the pitches, the 4-seam, the sinker, the slider, and the changeup. Got that weak little rolled over grounder to Glaber right there on the changeup.
Luke Raley, left-handed batter, close to the plate. First pitch, fastball outer third for a called strike 1. Bottom part of the order. Raley came in as a pinch hitter for Robles in the 7th inning and struck out. McKinstry in tight, rest of the infield back to strike 1. Swing and a foul. Slider up and in, almost acts like a cutter when it's at the belt. No balls and 2 strikes. Missed 2 months with an oblique from April into June. And then back spasms put him back on the injured list in late July. The 0-2 is swinging a foul straight back, and he's just never been able to get the bat going. 240 the last 2 years. Could draw a walk. It was a lot of swing and miss, but it was a pretty hefty 240 because he hit with power. Lefty specialist off the bench. The 0-2 down and in. Slider at the back foot. 4th pitch of the at-bat is ball 1.
You knew one of those back foot sliders was getting close to being there. That's the pitch that Will Vest likes to throw to put those left-handed hitters away.
The 1-2 is swinging a pop-up on the infield. Zach McKinstry on the grass behind the mound makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. That's 3 pop-ups, a soft ground ball, and a strikeout for Will Vest. That brings up J.P. Crawford.
Boy, I just love the way he's just using that whole entire plate, though, with that slider down and in, the back foot slider to the lefty, and then that changeup that's diving away from the left-handed hitter. There's too much to cover.
J.P. Crawford takes first pitch fastball just off the plate away. Crawford's 0 for 3 tonight. Hit 265. Again, kind of a bounce back year offensively for him, swinging a foul out of play. You can just see, Dan, it just feels the fastball is back. It's the same velocity as when he was getting hit, but the life at the plate, these guys aren't having good swings.
You can see how late they were, too. But there's too much to cover with all the pitches he throws.
1-1 fastball, a little bit high. Only Dylan Dingler can make that actually look like a strike. His hand is so quick. Receiving that pitch. McKinstry in tight at third. Rest of the infield back 2-1. Swing and a foul. Again, they feel like they're in battle mode. Even though that's a 2-1 count, he's looking fastball. He just fouled it back.
It's a big swing, and it's late.
Not a big outfield, as we mentioned, so the outfielders don't move a whole lot. Tigers are so good with their positioning and how they move outfielders around, but kind of straight up. Riley Green is in shallow on this lefty. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with high heat. Crawford strikes out. Both closers go 6 up, 6 down in the 9th and 10th.
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people.
Swing and miss with the Bizardos and Spires and Brashes and Munozes of the world. Carlos Vargas is part of that back-end mix, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher. And he's got a big opposite platoon split, which means righties hit this righty much better than lefties. Torkelson leads off. First pitch, swinging a ground ball, chopped foul down the third base line. 2-2 tie. We're in the 11th.
Yeah, you just wonder what Vargas' role will be, because he's thrown more than an inning in 17 appearances this season. That's the most by a Mariners reliever. Has that real good sinker. Averages almost 98 miles an hour with it. Leans on that along with the slider and a cutter.
The strike one, low and away. 4 innings in the major leagues with Arizona in 2023. Didn't pitch in the major leagues last year. 77 innings with the Mariners this year. But he gave up 81 hits, 10 home runs. Walk rate at 2.5 per 9 and a strikeout rate 6 per 9. Righties hit over 300 with power. The 1-1. Low and outside. Big miss away. Good hitters count for Spencer Torkelson. Torque today 0 for 3. Drew a walk his last time up. The pitch, swing and a mighty pop. High and out of play. Safely into the seats for Torque.
Boy, it just felt like when Torque takes that big swing.
Oh, I thought he wanted to launch.
Yeah, and it just it comes off his bat, and he looks just a little frustrated, like he knows he should be hitting some of these pitches. It looks like he's taking good swings at them.
4 straight sinkers to start the at bat. 2-2. Sinks low. 3-2. Tigers will take that. Leadoff man getting on with a walk. Wenzel Perez waiting on deck. Dylan Dingler will follow. From the stretch at all times. The 3-2. Softly tapped foul down the third base line. Torque will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. One more time, the 3-2. High and tight, he walked him. Leadoff man on in the 11th for the Tigers. Good at bats for Torque tonight with a couple of walks now. So righties have hit 320 with power. What have lefties done against this righty? They've hit 200 with a little bit of power. First pitch. Wenzel Perez takes 98 down, ball 1. Extra innings brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. Suarez in tight at third. Now Cal Raleigh wants to go out to have a word with this youngsters in his rookie season. Josh Naylor will join the conversation. Eugenio Suarez, that's a lot of veteran presence on the mound.
Yeah, and I'm wondering too, just because the corners again were looking for that bunt, and they just happen to join this too. Maybe just reminding them, don't throw a cookie in there thinking that he's going to bunt. You got to go after Wenzel, because Wenzel had some good swings in that last at bat.
If you're going to survive in a bullpen, a good bullpen, you have to be able to, if you're not going to strike people out, and again, low strikeout rate for Vargas, you have to get ground ball outs, and he does. Perez bunts, but he bunts it foul, 99 away. Whew. 99 with some movement, not an easy pitch, I wouldn't think, to bunt.
Boy, and they're just coming in the corners thinking about, okay, he didn't show bunt in that first pitch. Reminding them that's why, don't throw him a cookie. Because if you think he's bunting, he might not be.
1-1, swinging a foul goes off of Cal Raleigh. He's going to need a moment.
Boy, at 100.
1-2.
Challenged him right down the middle.
So Vargas has got triple digits in his back pocket with the fastball, but again, not a lot of swing and miss. Ton of ground balls, and he knows how to get the double play. Turn behind him by inducing the ground ball. The 1-2. Bounced up to home plate and past Cal Raleigh. There will be no double play with Perez at the plate because Spencer Torkelson just trotted down to second on the wild pitch.
Boy, just overthrew that trying to get the strikeout. He does. He's got that nice little short, step, and then just comes over and flips that backside through it and just overthrew it. Looked like a changeup.
Claw grip on the changeup, that pitch that he doesn't throw ever.
Man, so wild.
Working over on the first base side of the rubber. Vargas sets, holds a glove at the letters. The 2-2. Again, big miss. 100 down. He's hopped off the mound like, I wanted that one, but that's in the dirt. Perez now waiting on a 3-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. Poured 97 in. Got the strikeout for the first out of the 11th inning.
That's one of the best pitches that he's thrown.
Yep.
In these first two hitters that he's faced. That was a cutter at 97. It looked like a fastball coming out of his hand and had good, sharp, late little bite to it.
Dylan Dingler, Tigers' most consistent hitter all season, hitting for average. First pitch. 99 sinks at the knees for a called strike. Dylan knows how to spray line drives all over. Line drive single would almost surely score torque. The strike one, swing and a miss. 97 at the belt. No balls, 2 strikes. That's a pretty wicked 1-2 punch. 97 down, 97 up. 47,000 get on their feet here in Seattle. Vargas, the 0-2, way away. Raleigh down on a knee, had to reach toward his right knee. Torque taking a short, cautious lead off second. Polanco trying to shorten it. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Chase 97 away.
Well, you can see that would make it very, very tough. When he's throwing strikes, that sinker that's 97, 98, hitting triple digits, and then that cutter almost the same speed. Man, that's a lethal combination right there.
Zach McKinstry, Tigers' last hope, ground ball up the middle, and that will get into center field, a base hit. Torkelson around third, he will score without a throw. Zach McKinstry delivers in the 11th. Tigers take a 3-2 lead.
Boy, see, you get that second out, and you're thinking, all right, I got him right where I want him, and you maybe don't concentrate exactly the same way you should, and Zach McKinstry ambushes this first pitch sinker right over the outside part of the plate, shoots it right back up the middle where nobody is.
Perfectly placed into center field. He's leaning too. McKinstry takes off, pitch outside, throw on to second base. He stole that off Vargas. Easily in ahead of the throw of Cal Raleigh. He was not paying attention, and Zach McKinstry is now in scoring position for Javi Baez.
I was looking up that. I think that's his first stolen base since August 17th.
Wow.
Because we kept saying, when's he going to get the 20th?
Yeah.
When's he going to get the 20th? And perfect time for it. See if they can't get a little bit, just another run.
Javi's had 2 good swings today. Swing and a miss, 97 outer third. Line drive out to right field back in the 5th inning. Line drive grabbed by Suarez at third last time up. The 1-1. Whoa. Swing and a miss. He did not want to swing at that. That was 99. High and tight, a foot off the plate, in. 3-2 Tigers in the 11th inning. Low 1-2, swing and a pop-up, foul and out of play. Javi Baez struggled mightily. Made the All-Star team, but after production early, it was 2 months plus of struggles. 11 for his last 27 with hits in each of his last 6 games. And a lot of good at-bats. The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul first base side. Will it be playable? Naylor over and safely into the seats down the first base line. Dan, I'm just so impressed with, again, he's going to chase still away, but
yeah, he will.
But he's taking pitches away and just driving them with authority now to right field again and again and again.
It just started in Cleveland. I don't think he was doing that on the homestand, and then all of a sudden he started bam, 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 going the other way.
The 1-2, swinging a ground ball up the middle, and that's where Crawford is, or Polanco is. He'll field it from behind second base, flip it to Naylor at first. Baez grounds out. The 4-3 putout ends the top of the 11th inning. A walk, a wild pitch, and a McKinstry 2-out single. Tigers take the lead. We go to the bottom of the 11th.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Oh, yes, Sweeney, don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for.
Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Three-two Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 11th inning, top of the order. Rosarena, Raleigh, Rodriguez. How about that? With a new pitcher. Cater Montero takes over on the mound. Tigers have used just about everybody in that bullpen. Montero and Hannafy are the last 2. Cater Montero, spot start, made a big start in Boston in the clinching game. First pitch to Rosarena is a strike, and Danny looked good. I know it was a depleted lineup because they had just clinched the day before, but he looked good. The stuff was good.
He did. That's why I was thinking just maybe he might get the start in this game today.
Strike 1. Fastball, terrific movement. 97 from Cater Montero. Swing back, fastball, strike 2.
And that's the thing about Cater is, again, he's got all the pitches. Fastball inside, strike 1. Fastball outside, strike 2.
First appearance of the postseason. The 0-2 bounced it up to home plate. AJ has talked about it. It wasn't a lot of time in the postseason last year, but he did start a game in Cleveland as an opener.
But it's not easy, him coming out of the bullpen. Yes, it's the top of the order, but you got to deal with a lot of different pitches.
From the full windup, the 1-2 swing and a tap, foul. Be careful, that's a slider in the middle of the plate. And that is one of the real kind of contradictions, if you will, about Cater Montero. Slider is both his best swing and miss pitch And it's also the one that has been hit the hardest because he misses the most with it.
Yep. It's all about execution.
The windup in the 1-2. Low and away. Big miss. Pulling the changeup. Rosarena fell behind 0-2 against the other Montero. Rafael Montero in the 6th inning drew a walk. You've got Cal Raleigh in the on-deck circle. Have to find a way to go after this guy. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball softly left side. McKinstry will cut it off. Throw on the run. Got him at first. Fine play. Nice job cutting that off in front of Javi Baez. I think Javi would have made the play, but great job. Quick decision, throwing on the run.
Yep, I think both of them would have made that play, but it certainly is a lot easier for Zach McKinstry with that momentum coming in and going towards first base. And the ball kind of popped up to him a little bit too.
Cal Raleigh at the plate, swinging a pop-up. Will it be playable? Coming over McKinstry. He's going to be able to make the play. Over by the end of the Tigers dugout for the second out of the 11th against the most dangerous hitter in this lineup. Cal Raleigh pops out. 2 outs in the 11th.
There it is again. He's going to ambush him and gets a slider, and it just cuts in on him just enough. Boy, that's a big swing and a big out.
I love this, Dan. The entire infield joined Dylan Dingler at the mound to just talk about this next batter and just whatever they wanted to say. But they all gathered at the mound with Cater Montero.
Let's get it, because like we were saying, in that last inning, right before Zach McKinstry, you get 2 big punch outs, and then you think you're out of the inning. Now they're telling you, you're not out of the inning. You got to go hard. Keep making your pitches.
First pitch to Julio Rodriguez. Fastball, terrific movement for strike 1. 97 with nice arm side run. 2 outs, 11th inning. Tigers leading it 3-2. The strike 1, swinging a ground ball, base hit into center field. Riley Green was deep in a no doubles look. He's going to charge field and quickly get the ball in to hold Julio Rodriguez to a 2-out single. Brings up the Tigers' old nemesis, Josh Naylor.
Boy, you know, that's one right there. And I mean, Julio Rodriguez didn't even go hard down to first base. And I know that a Tiger, if he hit that ball right out there in that left center field.
No doubles look in the outfield?
I'm telling you, they would have went around first base. I mean, you could have possibly gotten into scoring position where all you need is a single to tie it up.
Rodriguez has 30 steals this year. Josh Naylor takes first pitch at the belt. Knuckle curve, strike 1. Everybody on their feet here in Seattle. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. The outfield deep except for Riley Green. The off outfielder is in. The strike 1. Swing and a foul back. Changeup in. How about that combination? Curveball, changeup to start the at-bat. 0-2.
Boy, and he had a big swing, and it was a changeup on the inner third of the plate.
Naylor asks and gets time. Cater has really struggled against lefties this year. Best pitch, arguably the changeup, but all of his offerings have been hit for power. He sets the 0-2, swinging a ground ball to first. Scooped up by Torkelson. Left foot on the bag. Tigers win. What a game 1 in the division series in Seattle. Down early, Carpenter with a home run. Tigers lose the lead, and then Zach McKinstry comes through with 2 outs in the top of the 11th inning to deliver the go-ahead run, and Cater Montero closes it out.
Say that again. Cater Montero closes it out.
Wow. The Tigers silence this big crowd with a Game 1 win. Great work by the bullpen in this game. And the Tigers now go into Game 2 in Seattle with a 1-0 series lead and Tarek Skubal the Game 2 starter. Terrific first game ends in a Tigers win. Our final score in Seattle. The Detroit Tigers in 11 beat the Mariners 3-2.
This National Women's Small Business Month, America is doing more than celebrating the builders, growers, and dreamers. We're standing behind them as partners in progress with professional-grade tools, insights, and support.